For many years, Macs came with Python 2.7 pre-installed. However, this is no longer the case. Apple no longer includes it by default as Python 2.7 is no longer maintained. So newer Macs don't come with a pre-installed Python. We'll have to download and install it. Before installing Python, I want to check if I already have Python installed. I'm going to open Terminal using Spotlight Search. You can press Command Space to launch the Spotlight, and here simply type in Terminal. Once Terminal appears in the search results, you can either press Enter or click on Terminal. This opens up your terminal and it lets user communicate with the Mac operating system with the command line interface. Now simply type in Python and then type in -- version. If you have Python installed, it will display the version of Python that you have, but here it says Python was not found. So first we will need to install Python. Alright, first open up your browser and head over to python.org to download the latest version of Python. You will see a button right here for downloads. We can see it has already detected that we are on a Mac, and also we can see the latest stable version available for download. As of the latest update, Python 3.12.4 is the newest version, so go ahead and download it. Once you finish downloading, open the downloaded package file by double-clicking on it. This will start the Python install. Click on the Continue button to proceed. Here we see the Python software license agreement. It's common practice to skip reading license agreements due to their length and complexity, but we can choose to at least skim through key sections. Now you may need to enter your administrator password to allow the installer to make changes. Enter your password and click Install Software. The installer will now copy Python onto your system. This process usually takes a few minutes. Now it looks like the setup was successful, so I move the installer to the bin. Now we launch the terminal just like we did before. Once again type in Python -- version and hit enter. You should now see the version of Python that you just installed. Here I have Python 3.12.4. Let's close the terminal. Now I'm going to type in Python into Spotlight search on my Mac. Here I can see Python 3 folder. Let's click on this. And here you find idle, the development environment that is a standard part of official Python distributions, and we can see Python launcher. Let's click on Python idle. This opens up the Python terminal. Python idle is integrated development and learning environment. It's an integrated development environment for Python. Idle comes bundled with every Python installation. It's there to help you get started with the language right out of the box. First, we try a simple built-in function called print. I'm going to open the parentheses and insert double quotes. In Python, you can use either double quotes or single quotes. Both are valid and interchangeable for creating strings. Then type in my message, hello world, and then I close my quotes and parentheses. Let's hit enter and see the output. Yes, here we used print to output the string hello world to our screen. Alright, Python is an interpreted language, which means you don't need to compile your code before running it. There are other programming languages like Java, where you have to compile it first and then you can execute it. In idle terminal, we can type in commands one at a time, and Python responds with the result of each command. To write multiple lines of Python, we can click on File and then click on New File. This will open a new blank window where you can start typing your Python code. Here I'm gonna write simple addition, x equals 1, y equals 2, and then set to the result of adding x and y. Now I write a print statement to display the value of set, that is sum of x and y. We can go into more detail about defining variables later on. Now click Save to save your script. I save this file in my desktop and name it addition. Saving your script, you can run it by going to the Run menu and selecting Run module. When we run this code, we can see it will print the result to the screen. Just testing it out, I make some changes to the values and run the script again. Now the changes can be reflected in the result. Also, we can run the script from our terminal. So open the terminal and navigate to the directory where our Python script is located. We can use the cd command followed by the path to our script directory. As I saved my file on my desktop, I type in cd desktop and hit enter. When you are in the correct directory, you can run it by typing Python followed by the script file name. It is addition.py in this case. Hit enter to execute the script. In our first Python program, we used idle, and using idle is a great way to start learning and experimenting with Python. However, for a large project of lots of files, idle isn't great. It just has too few features and has no concept of a project. So moving from idle to a more advanced Python IDE is a good idea for improving development experience. If you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for future videos. Thank you.